Guys, the kids, I'm like, why you gotta tell the people?
Why
Yeah.
you tell the people them you
You
don't
tell
want
people the
nobody know your
business.
business?
We
They
are
make them
telling
on
them
chat. We're in the
business for.
church and da because
Yeah.
the church now comes and like, hey, we heard that this is the case.
And
How
we
can
want
we
to help.
assist?
Yo, 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 yo. We're glad to have you guys in this great space. We are your hosts.
Mandy.
Candace.
I'm Brandon. Thank you guys all for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting the videos out there on a daily basis. We do appreciate love and support from the bottom of our hearts. The verse of the day is
Whoa, the verse of the day is taken from Romans 8, verse 6. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right. We are in the studio once again,
It's a very hot day.
as usual. But you know, we push forward. We're moving forward, and we're giving you guys good content for the summer. Um,
Wow, just
I don't know.
dead
I don't
air
know.
like that?
What happened?
I don't know what else to say.
You just shut off?
I don't know what else to say.
Okay. All right. So it's a new month. We're in the month of July. We are now past the halfway mark and going towards
Yeah,
the end of the year.
pretty much.
Very happy to see you. Can't wait for Christmas to come back. That's my
Yeah.
favorite time of year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Candace just celebrated her birthday last week. She was the 2nd of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big up Candice on her birthday. To all of you guys celebrating birthdays in July, big up one or two. Hope you guys have a good time or had a great time.
Yo, yo.
And we wish you many more blessings for years and years and years and years to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
Today's topic.
We're gonna touch
Parents and pride.
on gonna touch on
The topic
something
was
that's
parents and their pride.
the sins of the father falling on the children. Not really the sins of the father, but something similar. Parents getting in the way of their children and not really realizing how they get in
They're
the
blocking their blessings. Parents blocking the blessings of their child or children because of their pride.
Their pride.
Something that we see often, doesn't necessarily have to be from our end, because I'm trying to search my mind to try to remember anything now as an adult that I would classify as my parents blocking my blessing. I don't see that
No.
from my end, but from other children or persons that I have encountered, I definitely would have come into contact or seen for myself.
Yeah.
And we mean when we say parents' pride blocking the blessings.
But isn't it like they're projecting sometimes onto their children?
Yeah, that's
as well?
usually what it
Yeah.
is. So there's
Yeah.
some sort of hidden insecurity
Yeah.
that is blocking them from allowing the child to achieve greatness in whatever case.
In their own way.
It could be jealousy. It could be simply the fact that, hey, I don't think you deserve this. Because some people, when you ask them why, they don't have a reason.
Yeah.
So it can be jealousy. It can be, oh, they just don't deserve it. It can be they don't think that the child is ready. It
For
can be
a decision like that.
Yeah, it can be
It can be, if I didn't get this, why would
why
anybody give it
would
to you?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
bad mind and jealousy.
It could
For sure.
also be the parents are just like, if I struggled, you have,
You
to,
have to
struggle
struggle.
too.
The generational
Yeah.
curse.
Generational curse.
Right. So a small example of this could be someone, let's say a teacher, for example, understands and notices that your child is super excellent at their academics. However, they both know between you and them that it's not always easy being a single parent raising the child. Sometimes, funds may be short.
Yeah.
Child may be going to school without lunch money some days,
Yeah.
or only has bus fare to keep them throughout the day. And the teacher decides, hey, I'm going to speak with the parent, see if we could come to an understanding where we can alternate providing lunch money for the child. So let's say the teacher decides the first week and the third week of each month,
Yeah.
I'll provide the child with lunch money Monday through to Friday, and you will do bus fare. And then the second week and the fourth week of the month,
Yeah.
the parents, you give the
Chip
child the
in.
bus fare and the lunch money. But because you are like, oh, this can be also one refusing help. Why are you refusing help? These could very much be the answers to the prayers that God
That
is
you
prayed about.
sending your
Yeah.
way, that
The
you
ones you
prayed about.
yeah.
God is trying to say, all right, here we have a good Samaritan that is willing and able to do something good for you, to alleviate the issue that you're having. But because you're stubborn and you think that the way how you want God to answer the prayer for you is to give you more money so that you would be able to give the child more money, when that's really not the answer to the problem that you are searching for. So here is this teacher offering you a solution for the issue that you're having, taking off the stress off of your back of wondering, okay, how is Jamal going to eat lunch today because I don't have any money? She is
Yeah.
willing and ready to give
Yeah.
Yeah,
him
yeah.
lunch money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday,
Yep.
as well as bus fare.
Yep.
Your job is just to ensure that when he's home, he is fed and taken care of there.
Yeah.
But because you are stuck in your own ways and you are either of the belief, oh, when I was a child, I wanted this opportunity and I never got it, so him not go get it. Or if it's a case where, him not deserve it, where am I get it for?
Yeah.
Or, oh no, we're fine, we are managing.
We're okay.
Yeah.
We have to go through rough periods. That is something
It's
that
been
I
10
really
years,
don't.
my nigga.
I don't.
No.
It's been 10 years,
I
gang.
really, I have a problem. I have that problem with that kind of thinking where you want everybody have to, you think everyone has to struggle in order to succeed. It doesn't have to be that way. Nothing is wrong with your child being a nepo baby.
Ain't nothing wrong.
If you
Ain't
have the
nothing wrong.
funds to
If you have the
funds
funds,
for that
Ain't
kind of
nothing wrong.
lifestyle, then you have
just
the funds
yeah,
for that
it's
kind of
just one of
lifestyle.
those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think that, oh, because I suffered when I was growing up, them are forgot suffer. So that's not no.
No.
Especially if you have it or you know an avenue that would be able to assist, and you stand up 10 toes
Yeah.
down, so you're not reaching out for help even when, because sometimes the spirit would nudge you to reach out to somebody for something,
But
you know.
You're hard in
And
your
you
heart.
harden your heart and you go back to him tonight, pioneer, and I say, God, me really want you to help me out of this situation. The help is there.
The help
But
came.
you know what's even crazy is when the children are athletes and like
Gosh.
their dad
Oh.
was I think a perfect example of letting your sons be great.
What is- your voice is really.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm yawning all morning. Is Lavar Ball
Mm-hmm.
and them three son them. He was also a basketball player, but he wasn't very good. But he was good enough where he
Yeah.
made a name for himself
Mm-hmm.
and he built up his children's careers through his name.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you have some parents. It's almost like the High School Musical thing, where
Troy's father.
Troy's father
Oh my
wanted
gosh.
him to go to college,
Mm-hmm.
To
but Troy didn't
play
want to go to
basketball.
He
college.
didn't want.
He
He
didn't-
didn't want to play
He
basketball.
don't play anymore. And like
Wanted
the
to do
father
the
was like, no,
arts.
you need to play.
Yeah.
It's like, Dad, this is your dream. And
It's
you
not
have some,
mine.
you have some parents who were these type of athletes, and then like them get injured,
Yeah.
and some go have man in them son, but they'll say like, yo son, I don't think you're ready for this opportunity yet. But he's in the position to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and you even have cases where sometimes there are some children who want to be Christians, and their
Oh.
parents will say,
No.
no, it's not your time,
You're not ready.
not your time.
You don't
And
know what God is speaking
Yeah.
to that child, you know.
you know what's crazy though? You don't know the lengths that God will go to remove you out of their life so they can be saved. Like God will lick you down to make sure say feet and picnic get saved, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you're in the way, and the Lord is a way maker,
Oh yes.
miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, move mountains type of man, yeah, it will
Yeah.
move you out of the way. And if it means him ending you to make sure your son or your daughter gets saved, he will do what's necessary.
Yeah.
You see me? And but I think I think we agreed it comes from a place of projection as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Where it's the things that they can't
Insecurity.
provide, they don't have, which is sometimes their fault, sometimes not their fault.
Mhm.
But when like the church decides to help and the parents will be like, no, no, I think it's too good to be true, or I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real, or I'm
Mm.
doubting this whole thing.
it
It's
it
difficult.
it makes me wonder, and it makes me think that you really don't understand the purpose of the church. Then if you should doubt our ability to provide for people, you don't understand what we are about, because people think we just come to church every day,
Mhm.
worship the Lord, pay offering, and go home. We have branches, we have departments, we have people and bodies, exec bodies that are responsible for things like these. The church does not cater to the people that attend it. We cater to our
Er,
community and
yeah,
the
Mhm.
wider world.
pretty
Our
much.
neighbor is everybody around us, ones that we've come in contact with, ones that we've never come in contact with. We have to set up programs to nurture not just the people that are in here, but the people that are outside. How is it a case where the same place where you always talk about, oh, when I give my money to the church because them or whatever. The money that we
Precisely.
put into the church is to build up the community, the
Yeah,
church
Yeah.
community. If we recognize that one of our brothers and sisters are
pretty
struggling in
much,
some
gang.
way,
Yo, I'm
it
cracking.
is literally our responsibility
To
Yeah,
assist
to assist. We are
assisting
all
always.
we are all
our brother's
wait,
keeper.
our brother's keeper. Thank you. We are all our brother's keeper. If it's food, if it's clothing, a place to stay,
An
a job,
opportunity.
thank you. We are the ones that provide this. And I always
Well,
say,
I wouldn't say ones that provide, but we are the ones that have
Assist.
access
yeah,
Yeah.
to
to,
get you to
yeah,
We
that
have the
next step.
where
resources.
Yes.
where the
Yes.
We ought
family,
to. Yeah.
where the other institutions of socialization fall short,
Church is
we
to pick
are the
up.
Yes,
ones that are
sir.
supposed to pick it up. So I can't understand how the very same place that you talk about, oh, the wanna know where the money I go.
We don't know
This
where
is
the
us
money is
putting our
going.
money to use.
What am I spending it
What
upon?
am
Them
I
just
spending
use it for
upon?
full
This
them
is us doing
pockets.
it. So
And
how is
Yeah.
it that we're trying to bless you the way God has blessed us, or encouraged us and taught us to bless others, and you're turning it away? It's like what Reverend Ruth would have preached 2 weeks ago. How is it that God is going to give you a talent and you're going to throw it back in him face after praying for something for so long?
For
How
a
is it that I
talent.
can ask for a breakthrough and God is giving me it, and because it doesn't fit what I think I wanted him to answer it with? Mega try back in him
I
face?
think
Yeah.
sometimes we want the Lord, we want God to bless us, but at the same time we don't control how He blesses us.
It's just like
And I think
Elijah
yeah,
when he had done all of his whole was that after the prophets of Baal?
yeah,
I think, and he ran away. And God sent a Crow to feed
well,
him.
a raven, yeah.
Uh, the Jamaican equivalent would be a Crow.
All right, sure.
Yeah, the Jamaican equivalent would be a Crow. You would have make a Crow come to you, pull up to you with food, and you're supposed to sit there and eat it. But that's what happened. That's how God decided to bless him. And I think I heard, please, I'm open to correction, but somebody had mentioned a saying that if God has to bless you and it's the enemy passing by, he'll give it to the enemy and he has to give it to you. Like Brandon said, you can't determine or you don't get to tell God, hey, wrap it in this bowl when you go up at Tiffany's, man, pick out that watch there, pack it up in the box and send it with this kind of courier and make sure him come at X time. That's not how it goes. Whoever is on their way to you or a long life's path that God knows, hey, that is how it's going to get there. That is how it's going to get there.
Because in Jeremiah chapter 1, in when the children of Israel were in a different land, and the Lord tell them to live here, grow, have families.
Yeah.
So even if the Lord will bless you, even in
the midst of,
your enemies, like it's or the people that you don't like, He'll
Yeah.
use those people.
he'll prepare
To
a
bless you.
table before you in the
Presence
presence
of
of your
enemies.
enemies.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the parents, I think it's hard because they will pray that their child gets a great community to grow in. They have the great community to grow in. They, and whoever the children go to, they speak to the person at the church and they say that their parents are struggling financially. No, those same parents might what's the word, chastise?
Mm-hmm.
Chastise their kids and be like, why you gotta tell the people them
Why
your
you
Yeah.
church?
tell the people them you
You
don't
tell
want
people the
nobody know your
business.
business
We
and make
tell
them
them
a
a
chat where
business
the
for.
church and da because
Yeah.
the church now comes and like, hey, we heard that this is a case.
And
How
we
can
want
we
to help.
assist?
How can
We
we
like
assist?
to
Yeah.
assist. How can we assist?
Yeah, how can we
No,
assist?
no, no. It's fine.
It's fine
We're
when you
gonna
know it's
alright.
not fine.
It's
But
not fine.
you know the thing is, I think it was, I may be wrong. I think Proverbs 16 verse 18 or 8. Check that for me. There's a verse that Solomon said, "Pride goes before destruction." Yes,
And a heart
and a haughty
yeah.
spirit. Right,
Yeah.
that verse. I think it's Proverbs 16 verse 18. But they oftentimes don't. They are always thinking about the present and never the future, because doing this can cause you a lot of downfall on for their from their end or for
Yeah.
their end.
Yeah.
Because here we go, let's say a child 18, okay, the child is living under your household, being afforded so many opportunities of assistance, and you are just boxing each of them away. When that child gets the opportunity to leave that house, when whether it is 18 or 21 or whatever, you may not hear from them again.
Yeah.
You may turn out to be the very thing that they asked God to remove from their life.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
when some people
Yes,
praying a
sir.
prayer saying, God, anyone that is not for me or anything that is not for me, I ask to remove
Yeah.
them from my life. You, the
You might
parent,
be number one
may
on that list, girl.
thank you. You may very well be the person that is. It's almost as if you're exiled. Cause trust, you have some pitney will take
They
leaving,
take protecting their peace seriously.
especially for these children nowadays.
Very
Don't
seriously.
play with them.
Yeah.
If you are messing up how them feel, if you are crossing a boundary, if you are not aligning with
Yeah.
how they want to be, they're dropping you
Yeah.
like a hot bread. You may very well be missing your child, and your child wants absolutely nothing to do with you.
And then sometimes it's those parents that turn around and call the children ungrateful.
Mm.
I could have been grateful, but you didn't accept the help that God sent.
You know what's something else I also realized? You may many times think, oh, I'm teaching them a lesson that, if you want good,
Yeah.
your
Nose
nose have to run.
Yeah.
When
It's
the
not running, it's
when
bleeding.
when the nose
I
start
bleed.
run,
Yeah.
and them do eventually, let's say somebody, a parent, a black one pitney blessings with the help from all over, pitney end up make it out and start make it big. I think a lot of people think that generational wealth is supposed to move
Backwards.
backwards.
I think I saw.
That's
I think I saw that post. There's a post that somebody was saying they think people think that generational wealth is start by helping your parents first,
No,
and then you help your children.
no,
It's
it's
that
Yeah,
way.
it's
it's
downwards.
It's that
We're
way. Yeah,
passing-
The grandparents pour out into the parents
Thank
pour out into
you.
the children, the
Yeah,
children pour
We're
out
passing it
after.
down. So your thing about if them want good, them knows have to run. That simply means just working hard. That's all it means. It does
Pretty
not
much.
mean struggling and
Never being
dead for
afforded
hungry and not being
assistance.
Thank
Never
you.
accepting assistance.
never
Yeah.
accepting anything when you could have. And now this child is out here doing so well, excelling, succeeding, probably I get really financially well off. And here you come, open arms, waiting for something to be placed there.
That's precisely the child that's going to be like, a woman, she never, I don't understand how she must turn around
You,
to that
if
now.
if you don't mind sharp, you will become the parent that gets put into a home. And I say this with the utmost respect. You have to tread lightly. Don't think it's
That's not
the
gonna
children.
Be the child that's
It's
gonna
not
come
the
back
child
and take care of you.
and come back and take care of you. If you know, if there's something that is hindering you, your spirit is haughty, I think you should. It's time to turn to the Lord.
Yeah.
Let's get to the root of the issue. And you can talk to someone as a counseling or therapy. It helps
I
for
think
some people, but
even
talk to the Lord first and try to figure out where is this stemming from. Am I hurt because my parents didn't
yeah.
do or didn't accept help from me? This is
Mm-hmm.
your chance to change that. You don't have to
Yeah.
be the same.
I also
Um,
think. Oh, is that
I
say
was
something?
gonna touch on. I think that sometimes persons might not realize that that's how it is. But when you have your aha moment, because sometimes it really does come from a harsh confrontation of reality, in which the child snaps and tells you, "Listen, you're going to regret the day you kept pushing me away," or when the child finds out that help was being granted and you said no, and the child now comes and confronts you, and then you want to say, "Way I talk to me, so you cannot talk to me, so," and that now we're being disrespectful, now we're being cheeky, now we're being ungrateful, now we're being rude,
Yeah.
and the child confronts you, and you don't open your ears and listen, and you harden your heart, you thinking that the child is just lashing out because they're being disrespectful, when it really could have been, in that moment, your child is almost acting like a prophet, using it very loosely just for task purposes here. God is telling you something through your child, but you refuse to listen.
Mm.
That, hey, I sent you help and you said no. And now you see how it has affected your child. And when your child decides to stand on business in how they feel about you, it's time for you. Well, it shouldn't have gotten to that point, but you really need to address it. But some people won't realize until it's too late. And it's unfortunate. It really, really is unfortunate, that case.
Unfortunate.
And
It's
sometimes it's
unfortunate.
another scenario in which it occurs, which is a lot during this time when we just had PEP. The lives that you choose for your children is not necessarily what the Lord has
For them.
for them and what He
But
has, the talent He has given them according to their several abilities. You get me? You determine that you want your child to be a doctor. You know, the child knows, teacher at school knows, your child is not going to be doing the sciences very well. It's not going to happen. However, your child is otherwise inclined. Your child is very good with their hands, very technically inclined, very good with moving parts. They have a passion for things that move, things that beep, things that click. They
yeah.
could be an electrician, a plumber, a mechanic.
Yeah.
But you determine that that's not good enough.
Mm.
You need to come up and you need to take me and Shernette and Paulette and Paul over there so out of the ghetto, and you can only do that if you're going to be a doctor because you need to raise my status. You cannot raise my status as a mechanic. So now you force the child. You now put yourself in a position where you now have to be working 3 jobs. You grow to resent the child because you're working 3 jobs to put them into medical school and they're not doing well in medical school when God is telling you all this time, I could have made them an owner of an ATL automotive dealership if they were just the mechanic. Just let them be the mechanic and I can raise your status. But no, you only see it one way. So hence, PEP comes around, you want to send them to Campion. There's nothing wrong with Campion. Rather than sending them to a technical school where their skills really could have been honed. Because we all know technical high schools have a very different kind of curriculum, a different kind of skill set. But because you don't see it as a traditional school, you see it as a no-name school, and you don't see them becoming a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief from this kind of a background, you decide to, I gotta tell God, say, that plan is not good enough because you cannot see the end from the beginning. You tell God, that plan is not good enough. I got curve them that way here. And when them drop down upon them face, we can't help ourselves.
That's precisely it.
Yeah. You see it happening a lot when children are going to be matriculating from primary level to secondary level. And then it comes around again when it's time to matriculate from secondary to life or secondary to tertiary.
They don't always have to go to UE or UTech or UCC or NCU.
But that's the thing, you know. But you finish?
It's pride.
Yeah, I think we have such negative stigmas and
Attached to
stereotypes attached to
skills.
skilled schools and vocational schools that we need to really get rid of.
Like,
Because if you realize, no, those are the people that are making the
do
money.
you not hear the doctors and the nurses
I have
and
I have
the teachers
I have a question though.
and the
Yeah,
police
okay.
officers complaining for a raise of pays? Do you know how well paid a good carpenter can be? Do you know how well paid a farmer
I
is?
have a question.
I'm sorry about the Pradale larceny. I always feel it whenever I hear those news reports.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, Chano, the Pradale larceny and the rain and the drought, I feel it to my heart whenever I hear it's about the farmers. But you don't understand how well paid those sectors can be when you really find your niche and you find your market.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, all right, yes, Brandon.
Yeah, I have a question. So you guys were saying the skill schools,
Yeah.
people with skills. I just have a question. Would you date a farmer?
Yeah.
Look, listen,
If you want
about
to
to
take me
say-
to the homestead,
uh,
Oh, what am I?
yes.
Of course.
You want to
I-
take me to
let
the
me tell you
homestead?
something.
hold on.
I
I'll do
know
the
somebody.
vegetables. You can
Hold
do
on.
I
the
know somebody
animals.
right now that is
I'm just asking because, you see me? Because I just said the stigma with the skill schools. I'm just asking. Let me finish.
Oh.
Let me finish asking, all right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
would you date a mechanic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I would.
All right. Would you date a carpenter?
Yes.
Or if
Brandon.
hold on,
Okay.
if Gary wasn't a carpenter, you would still date a carpenter. I'm genuinely asking.
If Gary
Yes.
wasn't like, oh, Gary reaching at this.
Gary's a carpenter.
Gary's the only person that we know that
That's
does
a
that
carpenter.
kind of
And
work.
him and Dalton.
Oh, yeah, Dalton too.
All right. So all right. So would you date a fisherman?
A fisherman?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be very concerned. Could they go to sea a lot
Yeah,
and then
man,
high
Because
tide and
because
all
fish.
afraid.
So I
Afraid.
understand what you're saying, right? But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about the parents, and they're also in a situation where it seems very doubt driven
Yeah.
right now. I just said you've been struggling. It's been 10 years now,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're in a situation where it's everything is doubt driven. They cannot see the silver lining. They cannot
Yeah.
see the light at the end of the tunnel. So when church people do come to them and say, "Yo, we want to assist your kid," they'll probably be like, "That sounds too good to be true," because they're probably because your perception is your reality.
Yeah, their reality
Because
at the
we
moment
can't
is
really.
quite
Cause I'm not
pessimistic.
gonna say like parents don't ask for help, but I can understand from a parent standpoint where it does feel you do feel almost less than to ask for help to raise your kid. But hold on,
Brandon, but you have to go get rid of
hold on.
that.
I'm getting to that
That
point.
is
Yeah.
pride.
I'm getting to
Remember
that
we were
point.
talking about how you're shy up yourself. Or, oh, you don't, I
Yeah.
don't want nobody to see me. Pride.
Pride. Closed mouths don't get fed. But that's what I'm saying. Like
they
I think
don't.
parents they know that they can't provide these things, but they don't. It's almost best way I can describe it is like they want everything to come from them, but the Lord is just not going to allow that to happen because some parents you don't know the children that you raise to go into these spaces, and you don't know the impacts that they have on these spaces where people genuinely want to help,
Yeah.
and because they want to, because you say no, you look crazy. You see me?
Yeah.
And even when they say with the skill schools, I think some parents just don't pay attention to their children because
Yes.
it's the same thing where
Yes.
you would say a child has a learning disability. Last time me check, me can write, you know. I just mix up my D and my B's. My gonna man get beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some parents they just don't have the knowledge and they choose not to educate themselves
Yeah.
because their perception is their view is only so short.
Yeah.
So they only see life from the doctor and the lawyer because the doctors provide healing, quote unquote. Them only see mechanic as a man who can't
Shade
fix.
tree.
Yeah,
Shade
I know
tree
the man
mechanic.
can't fix my oil pump. You see me?
Yeah.
So it's like I can understand the parents, but at the same time, it's not an excuse. If you have a youth and you'll do anything, and I remember I was told this, how is it that some mothers care about the weave, but your child not on a pampers?
Ooh.
I remember I heard somebody say that. How you care about your weave and your child on a pampers? Oh, you as a man have a youth, and you care more about you got a bar and your youth not on a clothes. So I think some parents they don't have their priorities in check
Yeah.
100%.
when it comes to, and some of them they don't know what God has in store for them. Cause you'll never know. but they don't know. And some out there, I can see that some of them try. Others, they're just projecting everything that they couldn't do.
And
It's a lot of
yeah.
shoulda coulda woulda men and shoulda coulda woulda women raising brand new children into the world. And then it's just the church genuinely wants to help, and they just be like, no,
Oh, it's,
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this to the picnic. I don't want to look like me a workless
you
man.
got 20 around, or
yeah,
you 20 around back and
Me
throw it
never
on my
call her
face,
me never
or-
call her workless man.
And you
Are you watching that yourself in that mirror, no, my G?
And
If
you
you,
know
if you put on a cigarette, I'm put on a special, cause you're not feel special right now, so I don't know why you drink special. And we can sit down and talk about it.
what's
Cause you pick
funny,
one help.
what's funny about it is that they don't want people to feel sorry for them. What's so bad about being felt sorry for?
Have you been in a position like that though?
Where people have felt sorry for me? Of course. And so what? It doesn't change
The price of a patty.
anything.
Mm.
What's so bad about people feeling sorry for you? It moves them compassionately to act and to assist. No man is an island.
No man
You're
stands
not
alone.
going to be able to supply everything for yourself. That's why you go and work, because somebody else has the money to give to you
Yeah.
to then assist yourself. You're not going to be able to supply yourself with everything. And even as we're thinking about it, that's how a lot of us are with God. You're trying to hold up yourself. You don't want to bow to God and tell God, say, oh, but God can see it. Everybody can see it on you that you're struggling. But you don't want nobody to say, yeah, struggle. Everybody can see it on you. That something is wrong. You're not hiding it from anybody. You're not hiding it well.
Yeah.
You're not hiding it. Everybody can see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
something's wrong. Everybody can see that you're struggling.
alright,
God
so now-
can see that you're struggling. And He has all the resources. The church has the resources. The people around you have the resources to help you. And they've come and approached you to help you. But you said no. What it's going to take now, because they've approached you and you said no, what it's going to take now is you having to open your mouth and bawl out to God, bawl out to the church, bawl out to other people around you. That's, hey, I need help.
But
You're
you know,
going
but
to have
you
to
know,
open your mouth. But because you're so filled with pride is locking your lips. It's locking your lips, and hence you're going to struggle and struggle on your own. In the false narrative that, oh, nobody can see that I'm struggling. I don't want nobody to see that I'm struggling. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. So I'll just tough it out. Everybody can see that you're struggling.
it's been 10 years.
It's
gang.
been evident. Everybody
been
can see
10
that you're
years,
struggling.
gang. It's been 20 years, gang.
And everybody's ready to assist you.
Yeah.
It's
And
been,
even some people who might realize it, what you don't want is you get too good at the act until the point that nobody notices anymore. And then you feel like you're all in this by yourself.
Yeah,
and
nobody
then
is.
it really starts
you're
to
all
get
in
heavy.
this together.
And then the people, like what Sister Ruth had said, is she had put off doing her assignment for so long because all the people were in place to help her. She had put off doing the assignment for so long that when it was time that she became ready to do it, and she had to go to a specific place, to a specific
persons were
person,
no longer
the person
there.
wasn't there anymore because you waited too long. That's gonna happen when you get too good at this I'm not struggling facade that you have, that the people that had the resources to help you
all
when they
this
had
facade.
it won't have it anymore when you come back to them.
Yep.
For real.
That's what you don't want. You don't want your blessing that was running you down to pass you by. That's what you don't want.
Facts.
Yeah,
And
guys.
don't let it be that to preserve your pride, you let your child go hungry. That don't make no sense.
Zero. I still can't understand it.
As
You're-
a parent, that makes no sense.
Your pride,
Come on, we
you
gonna
should
figure it out.
you should be contesting with your pride when your child has no food.
As a parent,
And you should win by getting your child food.
as
Don't
a
take it,
By
yeah.
any means necessary.
Don't take it from them. God will provide.
Yeah. See
God
there?
did
God
provide.
provided,
Yeah.
and you threw it back in his face.
God
You should be
provided.
you should be contesting with your pride, and you should win by providing for your child.
As
a
Box
parent-
down pride.
Your
As a
love
parent,
is
then again-
Box down
sacrificial.
pride. Do you want to be the parent of the child where the child says, well, my mother never want me have nothing. Versus, well, my mother do everything what she could for system finish school.
Yeah,
It's two different.
exactly.
Do you want to be known as the parent that never
Allow
their
to have
child to
anything.
Yeah.
versus the one who did everything they could.
Yeah.
If the child can either sit down and meds, boy, I don't know, it's like 1,000 words could never be enough to thank my mother for all that way she do, the sacrifices and the struggles. Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be like that sometime. Versus, boy, remember when me little, people them come to mother and say, yo, she want 50 grand here for school fee. And she tell me, say, no, she not take it because she don't know where it a come from and whatever. Why are you...
To be honest,
And you know what's hilarious about that? You could end up twisting your child's mindset into which now they start operating with a scarcity mindset. So when them get things, they don't know how to handle it and they start spending it frivolously.
It's like
You
a job
can-
giving you a promotion. Hey, we want to offer you this position. But I don't know if I want to take it in or come, I know who did have it before. I mean,
That makes sense.
don't business, brother.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
You
so
can really twist up your child like that, people. Don't be a fly. Think,
yeah.
please.
So pray that what we've spoken about, can reach some parents or some soon to be parents, and to if and just in general,
And non-parents
if-
as
yeah,
well.
if
you
This
need-
could be you.
yeah,
You
if
could
you
block your own
if
blessings.
you genuinely need help, seek it. It
Ask.
doesn't it doesn't matter how it looks. You want help,
Yeah.
and nobody knows that you need help either. You have to open your mouth and talk. That's just how life is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, nobody's paying attention to you, but people are always seeing you,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll only can see us so far they want their eyes to focus on.
Right.
Yep.
So you just need to make sure if you need help, get up and find somebody who can help you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
No,
almost certain
yeah.
there's a verse. It's usually used to refer to friendship, but I think it can refer to this as well, where it says when two work together, if one falls, the other can help the other up, and a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken.
Not easily broken.
It's usually used for friendship, but in this case, accepting help along life's way, it helps with the journey, with the burden,
Yeah.
with just
So
the
if you need
activity of living. Two can help each other. If one falls down, the other can help the other up. And it almost says, almost like the verse continues and says, almost like it's sorry for the one that has nobody to help
Nobody
them
to
out.
help them out. Yeah.
so
So
somebody,
accept help.
yeah man, if you need help, seek
Ask.
it, seek
Yeah.
it.
Speak to if you are a part of a church community and you've never done it before. Speak to one of your pastors. Speak to someone that's in charge of outreach.
You.
Somebody. I
Yeah.
am promising you, even if it's and don't think that
Yep.
the assistance is always going to come in cash.
No.
Yeah. It
Come in-
can come in kind.
Come in clothes,
kind
food,
opportunities.
shoes, yeah, opportunities.
Right.
And it
Here.
doesn't always have to happen on the platform in front of a camera on the podium
Please.
or over
No.
the mic.
No.
Let's go. Like
Yeah.
understand how desperate you are. Be
Yeah.
real with yourself about your situation.
Yeah,
You
for
get
real.
me?
Yeah.
Be real with yourself about the situation.
I think that's it in a step one, acknowledging where you are right now.
Yeah.
We're not saying to sell out yourself.
No.
For-
No.
for
I'm
money.
not saying that.
What we're saying is, if you need help, and you know who can help you is trustworthy,
Yeah.
and they can assist you. When I talk about some man who walk through the community and say, I'm going to give you 5 grand and you have to give him a thing after.
Yeah.
I
no.
talk about.
No.
No.
Talking about somebody who...
We're not talking
so-
about loans. We're
Yeah.
talking about assistance. like
Assistance.
Yeah.
gifts.
When we give, we not look back for it.
Yes.
Yes.
We
So,
not look back. Well, we may want you to come to church and get saved.
the caveat. So, thank you guys for watching another episode of This Free Space. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. Get to know him today. If you don't know him,
You're
You're
moving
moving
mad.
mad.
you're moving mad, bro. Thank you guys all for watching this.
Grace space.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Get